Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 27. Today we're going to review Audiio.
Sounds great. So, what type of audio are we going to review today?
Keith, I was actually referring to the Audiio royalty-free music service we've been using for almost a year now.
Oh, I gotcha. It's Audiio, A-U-D-I-I-O, like the word audio but with an extra I.
Yes, exactly. So we've been so pleased with this music platform that we dropped our other subscription service and we're now looking at joining their referral program.
Well, that makes sense. So let me guess. We're going to talk about the things that we like about the Audiio service as well as the things that we don't?
Precisely. And not to let the cat out of the bag in the review a little too early, but it's going to be mostly things that we like.
Yeah, well, we're optimists, right? So if you don't mind, I'll go first. This Audiio service, one thing I like, not all of our episodes really require music or have music, but the ones that do, one of the things I like is that you can make a playlist, right? You can make a custom playlist that kind of hits the general mood or genre that, our vision is calling for. And that gives us some options that the two of us can look through and vote on and discuss. I really like that.
Yeah, that's worked well for our workflow. As creators that are separated by a good amount of distance, we have to have everything we do facilitate a workflow that permits us to work in two different locations and still collaborate. So when you first log into the website, what you're going to be presented with is the new music that has been released in the last week. And from my perspective, one of the things I really appreciate are the search/filter tools that are available. I'm going to demonstrate those, so as I bring up those controls, I'm going to explain how you can use those in order to really drill down into the music that you're looking for. So for example, if you want to pick something in the genre that's got acoustic, for example, or maybe you want to have something that's cinematic, and then let's say along with being cinematic, you want it to be aggressive for the mood, and you want to make sure that there's guitar, bass, maybe you want piano in there as well. From an energy perspective, let's say you want something with low energy, but you know what? We've now drilled too far down in our filters and there's no songs that meet that criteria. We can then also remove a filter just by clicking that same one again, and now we can go back to the list that still meets the criteria that we have selected currently. And again, we can pick out songs that have vocals. Maybe we want one that's got a female vocal on it. And once we do that, there's no songs that meet this criteria again. So it's nice that we can really drill down, pick those elements, and if you drill down too far, you can undo that drill down. So here I just removed a couple more of those filters, and as soon as I did, it now expands the list of music that we have available that meet our new list of filters.
Yeah, that's super smart and useful for us, right? I mean, depending on the video, we're going for a lot of different kinds of factors, right? Sometimes it could be something as simple as, a cool drum beat, for the background, or a catchy guitar riff or a hook. But other times we're going for a laid back vibe, something simple that's just layered in the background that allows you to still focus on our actual content, but that sets a mood, right? Or maybe something that builds a tension underneath, for example.
That's exactly what I like. Sometimes you find a song that you really like, but maybe it's got lyrics and you're looking for one that is instrumental only. That's what's going to fit your project. Many of the songs have a version that both include lyrics and one that is strictly the instrumental.
All right, so I have to ask, I know when we were setting this up that you shopped around a little bit. There are a lot of music services out there. What is it that you think makes Audiio so unique?
Keith, that's actually a fantastic question. They've got lots of really good music. But a lot of services do as well. The songs they have on Audiio are actually really, really good. I'm talking the ones we've used, they get stuck in my head good.
Okay, yeah, well that's obviously, that's a great thing. But I have to ask, a lot of these music services, they probably also have good music, right?
They do. And obviously it's hard to characterize, all the music on one particular platform as, better than the music on another platform. What one person might say is better music on one site, someone else might completely disagree. So along with having a ton of great music that has that it factor, They also have a single pay lifetime subscription available for their music, at least as of the time of this recording they do.
Whoa. Okay. So when you had me sign us up, that was not an annual fee. That was actually a lifetime subscription. Wow.
That is correct. So we have the lifetime subscription for Audiio, and we've already paid that one-time fee, so we're good for life.
Yeah, if I recall, we had a special offer, right, for being early adopters, such that we are. But it's like $299 for a lifetime subscription, right? And I think that's very reasonable.
Very true, Keith. There are services that are kind of all over the map in terms of the pricing. Some are as cheap as, say, $15 a month, and some are significantly more. The devil's in the details, too, on what you use that music for. So if you're going to use it for certain types of projects, you may have to pay extra in order to use that music on that particular setting. With Audiio, the $299, even for a small creator, very, very reasonable price, right? A lot of small creators, this puts high quality music within their reach, and they can budget, pay for the music one time, and then they never have to worry about that again.
One thing though, I would just wish that they had sound effects also. Sometimes we need those too.
Well, I have some good news for you, Keith. Since we signed up, they've actually added sound effects to their site, and you can get those sound effects for $199 single lifetime subscription, or you can get a music plus sound effects subscription for $199 a year. Keith, why do I get the impression that you're currently signing up for Audio's lifetime sound effects subscription right now during the episode?
Oh, well, okay. I guess maybe you're saying we should finish the review first.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay, good point. So what about monetization? I think this is a problem we would love to have someday, right? Can you monetize on YouTube with audio music?
Oh man, great question. Yes, most of Audio's music is available for monetization on YouTube.
So that's interesting. So what you're saying is that some of the music doesn't allow you to monetize. So how do you tell the difference between the ones that are allowed and the ones that aren't?
Boy, you really came prepared today. So it's really, really easy. When you're browsing the songs, you will see the symbol, the $sign in the circle, next to those songs that can be monetized. If it doesn't have that circle, that song does not allow monetization.
Okay, yeah, and maybe this is a good point to kind of talk through some of the music on some of the projects that we're working on right now. Dang. So for those of you who are regular viewers and are watching towards the end of our videos, and we know that there's at least 2 of you, thanks Mom and Dad. No, I don't know if it's them. But for those of you that have been watching towards the end, you'll notice that there's some music that we've been playing at the end of every episode lately. And that's some really good music that we found on the Audiio platform. And I think we're going to be using that as part of a new intro that we're developing that you'll see in future episodes. So that's exciting, right? A little inside baseball, right, Bruce? Do you want to give them some taste of what that music sounds like?
I think that can be arranged.
I was made for this. I was made for this. Born in the wild, formed in the fire, built for the battle.
Look for this song to be in our intro that's going to debut in episode 30.
Yeah, I can truly say I am really looking forward to that. And speaking of soundtracks that are perfect for a particular project and the lyrics and everything, I'm thinking about the Elkhorn South girls volleyball team. You did a project for their end of season that kind of celebrated their state championship run, right, where they won the Class A girls volleyball championship. Can you play us a few seconds of that project? That was really good.
Queuing it up as we speak, Keith. So just a little background on this project. I was the videographer / photographer for the team, and part of the reason is my daughter plays on the team. Well, all the reason, let's face it, right? That's why we do these things. When I found the song We Came to Fight by Willie Echo, by the way, Willie Echo is one of my favorite artists on the Audiio platform, I just knew that the lyrics and the mood was perfect for the project I wanted to put together to celebrate Elkhorn South's season and their championship run.
Legend has it we could be legends, etched in the stone, forever on thrones. History's made in the moments.
I actually used another Willie Echo song, Welcome to the Fire, later in that same video. That song gets stuck in my head all the time. I'm going to go ahead and let that run for a little bit while we're speaking for the rest of the review, just to get a flavor for it.
Wait, didn't we use 2 other Willie Echo songs back in episode 25? There was a scene where you and I were taking photographs of a fire hydrant that went on for quite a while, and I believe we sped it up a bit and we used those Willie Echo songs, just to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yep.
So, when you say Willie Echo is one of your favorite artists on the Audiio platform, you're really not kidding.
Yeah, you've caught me, Keith. I really do like Willie Echo songs.
So, just to make sure, Willie Echo isn't just one of like 10 artists on the Audiio platform, right? You're just picking from like a very small selection.
No, Keith. There are tons and tons of artists on the platform. I've just kind of gravitated towards one particular artist that I like a lot. Today, it's safe to say that there's over 4,000 songs on the platform, and they're adding anywhere from 50 to 100 songs per week according to the pricing fact.
Okay, good to know. So, I suppose licensing a song is an involved process?
Actually, it couldn't be simpler. Once you have your subscription, you simply go in, and if you found a song that you want to actually license, you click the download button, you answer a question about what type of project you're going to use it in, and then boom, you're ready to download your song, and they present the license you can download as well. Now, in my workflow, I download the song and the PDF license document to the same folder, and that way I always have them together. You can also go back if you start to license a song, download that song again, or if you want to download any of your licenses, you can see all the songs you've licensed, have the license available, and download them again right from one interface.
Well, that sounds almost too easy.
Yep, it's an absolute breeze.
All right, so who is the real target market here? Who is Audiio for anyway?
Their website says filmmakers, but I'm going to have to disagree with them a little bit. I think they're selling themselves a little bit short. They have a huge target market. Yes, filmmakers are going to love the Audiio platform, but anyone that's looking for high quality music that maybe isn't being played, on the radio all over the place, that they can use on YouTube videos or other social media platforms and not have to worry about, the licensing. I can actually see parents, right? Someone that is doing all the videos for a team, the pump up videos, the end of the year, end of the season, those types of videos. Getting a license, maybe they've got a few kids that are going to be coming up through the years and they want to have something that they can use over the long term. Audiio is perfect for that. And you can find music that fits the need and, no one's heard before, but is great music.
Yeah, and I didn't even really think so much at first about the overachieving parent type, right? That's taking lots of videos of their kid, and possibly other kids, like on a sports team, for example. And if you're going to post that to social media, which, let's face it, right, you are, that's the kind of thing that's going to trigger a licensing issue, right? Especially if you're using, standard kind of top 40 music. So I can see how this platform has the type of music that is compelling, that hits the right emotional notes, etc., but can also be used safely without triggering licensing stuff. The more and more I'm talking about this and the target demographic, Bruce, I think it's basically you.
Overachieving parent. I'm really not sure if I should say thank you or be offended.
Yeah, let's go with the compliment. That's how I really intended it anyways. Whether you're an overachieving parent or a filmmaker or a YouTube content creator or one of the other social media platforms, Audiio seems to really be kind of a no-brainer, right? You can find good quality stuff for a low cost, right? Where do you sign me up?
Keith, we're already signed up. remember?
Oh yeah, right. I was just getting caught up in the moment.
Don't worry, I understand. Audio really has been a game changer for us, and it is something to get excited about.
All right, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. With all of this positive talk about audio, there's got to be something negative as well, right?
You're quite astute. You know, there are some negatives, but there's very few of them. And the ones that we have are really, they're going to fall in the category of nitpicking.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, so on the website, I'd really like it if the songs that had lyrics and an instrumental piece, both, or vice versa, right? If they were organized together. You actually have to do just a little bit of legwork in order to identify if the lyric version has an instrument only and if the instrument only has a lyric version. I'd love it if those were organized together. Just make it a little easier to know if it was available.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That sounds like a really reasonable request. Another thing I noticed about the Audiio platform is that they don't really allow you to access or download stems or like the individual tracks to a song. Now, I think for us that kind of really doesn't matter. We're not going to be doing that, but I could see how, if you were a filmmaker really producing something, super professional for worldwide distribution, etc., that, yeah, you might really want to individually mix the individual tracks for a particular song. So I get it, but for us, I could see at least Audiio does allow you to easily find if there is an instrumental version, for example, would be something that is available.
Another really small thing that I run into is when you first launch a web browser and get into Audiio, the songs start off like super, super loud. Now, once I change the volume down and all the browsing I do in that session, the volume stays, at that lower level that I've set. But as soon as you close out that browser and you launch Audiio again, the songs are back to that high level of volume.
You do realize that there's a volume knob right on your computer speakers, or there's a button right on your Windows desktop as well, right?
Yes, I do realize those things, Keith, but my volume is set for normal level for everything else. It's really just the Audiio site that comes up that way. So it's not a huge thing. Again, I really didn't feel like we could do a review and not have some negatives, and these are the little things that I was able to identify. They're not big, and that's probably a great thing.
Okay, and another elephant in the room, and I think I know the answer to this, okay, but just for our viewers who may not know, are we being paid for this review?
That is a great question, Keith, and the answer is no. We paid for our subscription ourselves. We've been accepted into the referral program, but Audiio is not going to get a copy of our review ahead of time. They don't get any input as to what it is that we say. So all the information that we're sharing in this review is based on our experience with the platform and our honest thoughts on how well it works.
So I also understand that we have a special promotional offer for our viewers. Am I correct?
That is right. So we have a link that's going to help you save 10% on subscribing to the Audiio platform. Now this is an affiliate link, so they're going to get a discount while they help our channel and help themselves to an amazing music platform.
That's awesome. 10%. I'm going to sign up right now.
Keith, I don't know how to tell you this, but we still have a subscription. Remember?
Dang it. I did it again. I keep getting caught up in the moment.
Well, I do love your enthusiasm. And if you want to subscribe to something, we don't have the sound effects subscription yet.
Oh, I see what's happening here. You're trying to trick me into getting us signed up mid-review. That's not going to happen. We're going to finish this baby up. Yes, Nessa. And we're going to get that stuff taken care of after the episode is over.
All right, you passed the test.
Yeah, and I didn't even study. As much as I think everyone's enjoyed this episode, myself included, Nessa included, she's enjoying this. I think we really have reached the end of the music here.
So you're saying we need to wrap this up?
That I am. And I would encourage anybody who is looking for unique and amazing music that is over-the-air quality to go ahead and sign themselves up for the Audiio platform. It is the exclusive music source for Dad's Talk Tech.
Exactly. I really do feel that so much of the music on the platform has it, and it's going to help your project have it too.
And thanks again for joining us today. messes out, but go ahead and give that affiliate link down below a click to save 10% off of a new audio subscription. And while you're down there, go ahead and give the like button a click too.
And if you haven't already done so, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We try and provide a wide variety of content for our wide variety of viewers.
Finally, ring that bell for notifications when new episodes come out. And for Keith and Bruce, you'll see us next time on the next episode of Dad's Talk Tech.